Hey, Wealth Lab 7 users, Glitch here. Today we're going to talk about what's new in Wealth Lab 7 Build 32 and 33. So let's get started. The first thing I want to cover is published strategies downloaded from wealthlab.com. If you remember in the good old days of Wealth Lab, when we launched Wealth Lab back in the year 2000, it started as a website, an interactive trading laboratory where you could publish chart scripts, we used to call them. Then we would rank the strategies so you could see the rankings of the strategies. It actually turned into quite a nice test bed of ideas. So there were some pretty interesting trading strategies that developed on the old wealthlab.com. Well, if you go in your Wealth Lab 7 now, as of build 32, and you click strategies, you'll see this top node, wealthlab.com published strategies, which had heretofore been empty, now has a handful of strategies in there. So what's going on? We can double click on the strategy, open it. As you notice, the strategies are all locked. So that means the published strategies that are available here are read only. However, you can clone them or save them as a different strategy and then go ahead and modify them. But let's go over to the website, wealthlab.com. And here we are. You'll notice we have a new top level menu item, strategies. So if we click here, it takes us to some published strategies, the same ones that you saw in your Wealth Lab 7 node there. So this is our new strategy web builder for the Wealth Lab 7 generation of the product. You can actually start the web builder, so you can go in and build a strategy for free on the website. You can open up one of the template strategies. You could run the strategy on some limited data. We offer the Dow 30 and some crypto data sets. The currently missing piece here is publish. We're still working on the ability to publish the strategy from the web builder. After the publish is in place, then you'll be able to publish your strategy that you've created on the website web builder, and it'll appear here for every Wealth Lab 7 user. So there we go. There's the published strategies, partly completed, but still a work in progress. Next, for build 33, we have a major new feature here under preferences. We have split the data and trading preferences into their own tabs because they were getting quite busy in here. So data preferences now has its own tab, along with a new section here, data corrections. So these options allow you to apply data corrections that might be offered from the data provider. Specifically now our Wealth Data and the Yahoo data provider offer data corrections. So in order to get the corrections from the providers, you need to enable this option here, allow data corrections from historical providers. There's a couple other options. This one will be enabled by default. This was the previous default behavior of Wealth Lab 7's data updating procedure. If it noticed that the percentage change between your currently saved data and your updated data was more than 10%, it would go ahead and reload the entire data for that symbol because there's a good chance that there was a split or something wasn't accounted for. So now this is exposed as an option. You can choose to keep that enabled. You could even control the percentage that it's testing. The final option here is a refresh of the complete symbol data whenever a new split or dividend is detected in the updated data. So let's go to the data manager and see if we can see this in action a little bit. I'm trying to find a data set that I haven't updated in the last couple of days. Okay, so this one, the last update date was 11/8. So if I go ahead and update the data set. Okay, here we go. So we have now 3 bars have been added and 4 bars corrected for each of the symbols. So the Yahoo provider went back a little bit in history and found 4 bars for each of these symbols that needed to be corrected, in addition to the new data being added. So the only caveat here is if you do enable data corrections using this option, then your previously saved historical data, is subject to change. So it might even change some of the backtest signals that you've previously generated. So just be aware of that. There's a few other things in build 32 and 33. You can check the change log here on the home page. But for now, that's it for this video. Thanks everyone, and see you on the forum.